Zambia is losing over 300,000 hectares of land a year. It is the third in the world and the first in Africa on the list of the highest number of trees that are cut down. The result of this is flooding, and the reason for this is demand for charcoal as an alternative for electricity outages. The reason for this project is to raise awareness and promote alternative sources using pellets from bamboos and renewable energy sources. We took a tour of the valley in southern province of Zambia to check on the extent of deforestation and its devastating effects. This is what has become of the valley as a result of years of charcoal burning along the Zambezi Valley. There are actually fears that the valley may turn into a desert due to rampant charcoal burning in the area, which is caused by a huge market for charcoal from the urban areas like Lusaka and Kafue. The traditional leadership has expressed fear that unless drastic measures are enforced by the government, the trees in the valley will completely run out. The chief and his headmen are concerned that they are running out of water sources and animal grazing land due to the rampant cutting down of trees.
Mapenza akula zisamwe amana marasha amtakulu kuti nani zara so kwamba kuti vandika kuno twamutuyenda kumunda babo tabendi bya kumunda bakatireka akulima bagama kulima marasha kasaka busu marasha ichigoro marasha nsipa marasha zisamu zijalena omuyoke masamudira chintu chigwaya ndambe bo oromenda ngona ngoti ana maboho tulirayo kuti timenda ajanika hwawe masamu zimwe kamenda tawe kunkasi manigana kubora tatara so buno ali mu plaza hube otuchise kutete ukutuke yanda chumwe inoti mwonga muhyogo mungombe kwina akupumuta kwina ali samwiraje.
And some charcoal traders have had their businesses affected as trees are now running out, and as a result, they are now forced to source for the material in neighboring Lower Zambezi and Kafue river banks areas.
All right, so we're actually here at an area called Edward in Chief Sikongo's area, just along the Kafue Chirundu Road, where we spoke to some locals here who are actually involved in the trading of this charcoal, which is locally called malasha. But the main plea and the main concern here is that the trees have run out in the forest, and the locals who have mainly been used in cutting down these trees and producing them into what is locally called malasha have now run out of the raw materials to produce these commodities, and as such they've now resorted to just making orders and perhaps buying from the nearby village in Kafue, just along the banks of the Kafue Road. This to some extent just shows how much the trees, how much the forest has depleted in this area. And according to the locals who themselves have admitted that the forest has run out, there is perhaps something that needs to be done to arrest this scourge. Coming to you from Sikongo area.
The scourge has also attracted the intervention of the civic leadership in both Siavonga and Chirundu districts, who have initiated measures meant to combat the act of cutting down the trees.
Really, the extent of this deforestation is an eyesore. It's very sad and it's very bad throughout the district. And as you may be aware that now the Ministry of Forest is now devolved under the council. We have a program to make sure that our people are sensitized over the impact of deforestation. Because I think we have a new ministry now, Minister of Green Forest. I think those are the programs that we are trying to make sure that our people adhere to. Because without really protecting our environment, it will mean now we are killing ourselves. Because right now we are talking about the weather patterns not being so constant, and for obvious reasons, and these are the reasons that are contributing to these factors. So as local authority, we have a program, like last month we had a tree planting exercise, and we'll make sure that we enhance the program so that we make sure that we mitigate this.
Their deforestation has the capacity to bring in more effects of climate change and further plunge the valley into a dry spell. The effects of climate change caused by the deforestation has drastically caused the reduction of water levels on the main water resource around the valley, which is Lake Kariba, as the levels have significantly dropped to an all-time low, much to the concern of both the civic and traditional leadership in Siavonga.
Ali Similao, even in our days in my 60s when we were just growing, Wagali Milao, I remember I come from the royal family, the chief's member. Bantu bali anda ugonka masamu, ingabali jisipaso, na permit from council, batiani batonde gwambu ugonkwa masamu, tibagali gumpape, bagali gugonka masamu gutegwa ahuge, so yayindi, bantu bagali yawujita. Ono masubano nakambuka kuti mau mape bantu bayire kukonka masamu etwapenga ni mwalije sijindi katu yabwendenda katu mutonde amasenami twahanga ino usyavonga hulaye itagwa banje hulaye twihange taninga ba serious bayibangu.
Unless drastic laws and measures are put in place by government, the fears that this entire valley may turn into a desert would actually come to pass sooner than later.